I'm choking. Dude, I'm
So,
choking, man. What the hell?
We're back.
Ah.
And guess, Dominic, what are we talking today?
Guess what we're talking about?
Have a guess.
I'm gonna drink some water because I'm choking.
Yeah, me too, man.
Okay, we're talking.
Entertainment. Okay, here we go. What are we talking about, Dominic?
Antman and the Wasp.
Really now?
Yeah, we were playing
That
the theme.
sounds-
You guys didn't know, man.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Pretty intense.
Wow, that's pretty good. Today we're going to be talking about why it was good and why it was bad, where it ranks in Phase 3, the spoilers, and what happened.
I will.
So, Dominic,
I will tell you
care to
guys
say
what happened. I will tell you guys what happened. So this is what happened, right? So Antman and the Wasp were having a great time at a party, and then Antman gets a call from that David guy or that Suzuki dude, and
You
he's
mean Luis?
Luis, yeah,
Okay.
and he was like, we got some trouble downtown, and then Antman goes downtown, and then the Wasp is like, oh, and then the Wasp leaves, and then he's like, why are you leaving me? And then she's like, I got special duties. And then he goes and say, oh god. Still from that damn choke. So, we're not doing this kind of intro anymore. Okay, so, he goes downtown. Still, what the hell? So he goes downtown. So did I tell you guys he goes downtown? Yeah,
You told us like 3 times.
he goes downtown, and then the bad guys were too tough, and then the Wasp comes in a cool costume, and she's like, "This is where I am," and then she kicks everyone's butt, and then
Dominic, you want me to help you out?
No, they beat each other up. No, they beat the bad guys up, and then wait, let me just turn off my fan here so we can hear my voice and my voice only. So they beat up the bad guys, and guess what happens? They beat up the bad guys, and then it turns out there's a special note that says we are number 1, and it's signed by this guy named Ghost. And
you know what? Let's just stop it there. That's garbage. Did you even watch the movie, Dominic?
No, I didn't watch the movie, but I am a love voodoo, and I am a voodoo of many things.
That'll be great. Okay, so you want me to tell you the story?
Yes. No.
Antman, or Scott Lang, he's under house arrest from the events of Civil War. You know, when he grew big, he destroyed the airport, and, you know, he couldn't do that because Registration Act. And he only has 3 days left for his 2-year arrest. So he hangs around his house and gets a vision. Not the green guy, not the purple dude. No, he gets like a vision, you know? And then he calls up Hank and Hope. Hank Pym, the old Ant-Man, and Hope, his daughter, or the Wasp, so he can suit back up into action. And that is the whole story.
Ghost is not even in this story, man.
She is, but, you know, actually the whole story is actually getting someone, and that whole someone is from the vision, and we don't really want it. And it's a big spoiler, so if you guys don't want to know, then, you know.
Dude, but I just spoiled it for you. I was about to, at least.
Okay, you better not. Okay, so, yeah, it sounds like a good story, right?
No.
Sounds pretty bland to me. Honestly, it's not a good story.
That's why, you know, when I like tried to guess the plot, a lot of Marvel movies have the same formula, so I was like, yeah, they're making a sequel. It sounds kind of generic. That's the story I made up, right?
Well, I mean, my story is pretty generic too, so both of them. Okay.
But how good is it?
Pardon?
How good is the movie?
Okay, here we go. Why is it good and why is it bad? Why is it good? The villains have an actual motive. They're interesting. Specifically Ghost, right? They actually think what they're doing is right, but, you know, one of the villains, I'm not going to get into that either, he really, you know, he thinks what Ghost is doing is, like, if she does something too extreme, he even thinks it's wrong. And he'll stop her. So he actually has a brain. She does too, right?
Dude, you mean he has morals?
Yeah, exactly. They have morals, which is a good thing because Thanos, which is a great villain, and probably my favorite villain, barely has morals.
Dude.
Right?
Yeah, I guess so.
Or either he doesn't have morals, or his morals are so goddamn strong they'll have to kill half the universe. Either way, whatever. Yeah. And then, it was a nice, fun, and breezy film that, like, it felt like nothing happened. Which sometimes is great. Because it happens in 3 days. This whole movie is a span of 3 days.
Yeah, it's like if something major happens, because this movie's not supposed to be that game-changing, right? It's
supposed to be small, like Antman and the Wasp.
Yeah, so that's understandable.
Yeah, it's like Antman 1 in what, basically nothing happened.
Yeah.
But I like that, because, you know what? I thought that was good.
If it's a fun movie, then yeah, it's good.
Yeah, it was...
Like, after Infinity War, sorry for cutting you, but after Infinity War, that was like a major event. You just want to have fun now, right?
Well, that's actually something that I'll get into the bad part about this movie. So whatever, the jokes were really good. I mean, there was this one scene, close your ears if you don't want to hear this. Ant-Man's regulator doesn't work, so he keeps on shrinking and growing, and then he shrinks, but not to the point of a half an inch. He shrinks to like the size of a kid. And then he goes to his daughter's school to retrieve the old Ant-Man suit. And he looks like a kid the whole time.
Does he look like a kid, or does he just look like a small adult?
He looks like a... But he's like... The thing is, he just looks like a scaled down Paul Rudd.
Yeah.
But he's wearing a hoodie that's way too big. Like, the sleeves are too big. And it really looks like a kid. It's funny.
That looks like me in my edgy phase.
Man, I gotta get some pictures of that.
Dude, I'm always in the edgy phase. Remember, I used to have so many hoodies, man. I just wear, like, black hoodies.
Yeah, man. I don't remember that. I remember you had green and blue.
Dude, I had a black hoodie.
Dark
blue. Dude, how do you not remember these things? Are they so small that you don't remember them? The theme of this episode? Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Yeah, small. And finally, the greatest part of the whole movie was probably the Wasp's action scenes. Really good. Really good. And also, Giant Man was pretty fun too.
Dude, he came?
Yeah, well, he grew giant size because Ant-Man, and the thing was that he didn't even know that he could grow that big because his regulator was so damaged that he couldn't grow or shrink on a reliable rate. So yeah.
Why doesn't the pimp dude just like fix it all?
Because the whole time they're on the run for 3 days.
Oh.
And it's really cool because Ant-Man has to get back to his house constantly because he's under house arrest, right?
Yeah.
For them to think anything suspicious, he has to go back to his house as soon as possible and then cover everything up. It's really good. And finally, and then here we go. Why is it bad? A lot of the fight scenes, a lot of the growing, and a lot of the shrinking that was actually interesting was all spoiled in the trailers.
Yeah?
There's the first fight scene with the Wasp. You can piece it together from the trailers.
Okay, wait, I just gotta do something. Hey, I'm trying to record something.
So, I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, it was all spoiled. You can take all the trailers, put them together, you can basically get the full fight scene. I mean, there's not even that, the growing and shrinking in this was really cool. But if it wasn't spoiled in the trailers, I would have loved it. It was, in the very first one with all with the Thomas the Train and the giant ant and all that stuff.
Yeah.
It was like that, except you see it in the trailers.
I mean, they have to try to get you hype with, extra clips.
Yeah, but, when I saw the trailers even, I was like, oh god, this is all they have.
Yeah.
They're just showing this over and over. Anyway, and yeah, it was all they had. And the big problem with the movie is it comes after Infinity War. It doesn't hold a candle to Infinity War.
Yeah, because that's the reason why they have to try so hard to advertise it, because they know that people just want to see a second Infinity War. They don't want to see Antman and the Wasp too much, right?
Yeah, but I mean, Antman and the Wasp, especially the end credit scene, which we'll get into in spoilers, is really big for Avengers 4.
That's another reason for them to like get you to watch Antman and the Wasp.
Yeah, but I mean, the whole movie was nothing Avengers. And then, whatever.
People know that. That's why they try to like advertise it,
So yeah, anyway, so that's why I think it didn't. And apparently they didn't get that good for the box office. They didn't get that much. They got like 88 million, I think.
That's what I thought, dude. Infinity War was a movie that didn't even need that much advertising. That's why they didn't show that many scenes for trailer. People are going to watch it. They have to sacrifice a little bit.
I mean, look at us. Only one of us has seen it.
Yeah, it's like half of the It's like Flick, half of the people watch Ant-Man and the other half just play video games.
R.I.P. So yeah, that's what I think. It was good, bad. I think overall it was a decent movie. It was enjoyable. It was fun. It was breezy, and it was a little break from all the dark snapping in Infinity War.
Dude, but isn't Ghost's backstory kind of dark?
Yeah, a little bit, man. But the movie strays way off the comics because Ghost isn't even an Ant-Man villain in the comics. Ghost is actually an Iron Man villain.
Yeah, that's because he's all about that technology and stuff, right?
Yeah, and in the comics, he's a guy. Now it's a girl. I'm fine with that. I'm not that on board with gender and racial swapping. I don't like it that much. But if it's someone that not many people know about, I guess it's fine.
I guess so, but think about it. It kind of doesn't match. But I don't go against it too much because Ghost is supposed to be a nerd. He's supposed to be like an outcast, right? That's his.
Well, in the comics, but the backstory is completely different in the movies.
Yeah, they had to change it because like men have higher chances of being like nerdy outcasts.
Yeah.
Than females. Like they had to change it a little bit.
This was a little bit of a science experiment gone wrong.
Oh yeah, okay. I mean,
so it's still a dark.
It's not
thing.
too innovative.
Yeah. It's very.
His original backstory was really dark and like.
Yeah, we actually covered it on a different episode. If you guys want to check that out, go.
I don't remember what episode, but yeah, just do that. Just watch all our videos.
No,
just watch all of our episodes, guys. You'll get to it.
Okay, so I think that's good. And finally, I'm going to say where it ranks in Phase 3. Okay, first of all, let's just get straight what Phase 3 exactly was. Starting it off, it was Civil War, Doctor Strange, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, Spider-Man Homecoming, Thor Ragnarok, Black Panther, Infinity War, and Ant-Man and the Wasp. They're going to have two more. They're going to have Captain Marvel and Avengers 4, Avengers Infinity War Part 2, Avengers Endgame, whatever you want to talk about. That actually reminds me, Avengers Endgame might be confirmed for Avengers 4. For this one reason of the cinematographer for Avengers 4 posted up all of his movies that he's worked on, and instead of saying Avengers 4, he said Avengers Endgame.
Oh. Wasn't that the one we predicted?
We did.
Yeah. So
So
this is where all the
See,
that wasn't just me clapping myself. That was the impact of us together.
Yeah. And also, it might not be because Kevin Feige, or the director of Marvel, has said that the name of the Avengers 4 is not set in Avengers 3. And Endgame is said by Doctor Strange in Avengers 3. Even though I think it will work so much better than any of their other thing, because Doctor Strange specifically says, before he he
Dude,
gives
but they can just go back in time and remove him saying that.
No, whatever. Okay, when he gives Thanos the Time Stone, see, they can't go back in time. Thanos has the Time Stone.
Dude, but Thanos can go back in time. It's like, I like the name Endgame more, you know?
Okay, yeah, sure. And then after he gives him the thing, Tony's like, what do you do that for? And then he's like, we're in the Endgame now. So they make Avengers 4 Endgame, which is so much better.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, so those are Phase 3. Civil War, Doctor Strange, Guardians of the Galaxy 2, Spider-Man Homecoming, Thor Ragnarok, Black Panther, Infinity War, and Antman the Wasp. I think it ranks fairly in the middle. I actually have the list of where I rank all of the movies. From bottom to top. So, bottom, in my opinion, is Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
Good movie for the first time.
We saw it together in 3D, and this is not like a relationship kind of thing, man. We're just like best buddies, you know.
Yeah, man.
No homo, Julian. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
It's not nothing. It's not like it's wrong.
Look, the movie, Doctor Strange, you have to see it in 3D.
Yeah, you have to see it in 3D, and rewatching it is kind of boring. I've seen it again like 4 times.
It's difficult. I can't get through it.
Yeah.
Because I know all of the twists and turns, and the twists and turns aren't even that good.
Yeah.
But when you're stuck in a theater, you have to watch the movie.
And it's really trippy, so that's why you should watch it on 3D. That's the reason why I think the movie is good, because it's really trippy.
It doesn't deal with a lot, though.
Yeah.
Anyway, so next up, I'm going to get so much hate, is Black Panther.
We gotta talk about this a lot, because we gotta, tell people why.
Okay, it's not because they're black. Let's just get that out of there, okay? I think Killmonger was a fantastic villain. I think he was great because he thought what he was doing was right.
Yeah.
And what he does was right. It's just the execution was wrong.
Yeah.
And it's great, and that's good. But, here we go. I think royalty movies are garbage and should be extinct from movies themselves, like Dracula. They should be gone. The one good royalty movie was, have a guess what it is, Toms.
The Lion King.
The Lion King. And guess what Black Panther is? It's just The Lion King plus Iron Man. That's it. Just The Lion King plus technology.
Though I'm not 100% with you. I do think The Lion King. I do think Black Panther was a great movie. The Lion King is a great movie, guys. I don't have anything against it. It beats most of the movies on this list, except for Infinity War, because I love Thanos.
Maybe Civil War too.
Yeah.
Just saying that. Yeah. Okay, what were you gonna say?
But Black Panther, I don't know. It's just I just don't like the people that like it too much. Like the people that overwhelmingly supports it. They don't have. I judge a movie.
Let me translate your words to the viewers a little bit. Neither of us like the people that like this movie too much, because the reason they like it a lot is because it brought, racial equality to movies.
Yeah.
That's great, don't get me wrong. But what I'm saying, and what Dominic's saying too, at least I think you are, is that can't carry a movie.
Yeah.
A movie has to be good to carry a movie.
And I'm not saying it was bad. It was a great movie, but it doesn't deserve all the praise. And I judge a movie not just by I judge a game not just by how good it is. I also say how good the community is and everything surrounding it. So the community of this movie, it was people got too excited about it. It's overrated. Okay, I'm saying Black Panther's overrated. That basically sums up.
Okay, there you go. After we got that covered, we're going next up is Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. It was a very mediocre movie.
I liked it, though.
Look.
Dude, Mary Poppins, y'all.
Look. It was nice, right? It had Yondu and it had a nice send-away for him, dying in space. And then a really good part of the movie, I think the best part of the movie was humanizing Nebula a little bit.
But I liked Yondu more, man. And I liked the soundtrack. I just love Guardians of the Galaxy, okay?
Yeah, don't get me... But I think the first was a million times better.
Yeah, okay. The beginning of this one wasn't was forgettable, I guess. But I only remember it because
What was the beginning?
they were fighting people. But like, I think the movie was a nice ride. But
Well,
it definitely didn't have that much of an impact on me as much as the first one.
No, yeah. I think the only thing that did well, as I said, was the relationship between Gamora and Nebula. I think Nebula had some real humanizing moments, as she said that, she hates Thanos not because, he didn't treat her nice and didn't get her ice cream when she was little. It's because he literally ripped her arms off and replaced them with robot arms because she lost a battle from her sister.
Yeah.
It really showed that she hates him, and I don't blame her.
It's also good because it really preps you up for Infinity War. Like,
Yeah,
you know who Thanos is now. He's that kind of person.
Yeah. So that's what I think about Guardians of the Galaxy 2. I think it was a nice movie, but I don't think it's as good as the other ones on this list because they jump way beyond except for this next one. Ant-Man the Wasp is next up. I think it's better than Doctor Strange, Black Panther, and Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
I don't believe you.
Okay.
Okay.
It has something about it for some reason. It's funny, but it's interesting, and it gets you from point A to point B in a really nice short distance. Kind of like Spider-Man Homecoming. I'm just going to use that as an example. Spider-Man Homecoming started with Spider-Man just, doing some stuff, and then he runs into the Vulture.
Dude.
And then, by the end, he just lives his own life, and then he finds the Vulture, and then he defeats him, and it feels like, what the hell was that? That didn't feel like anything. But that's what works.
It's simple,
Yeah, because not every movie needs to be killing half the universe.
Like, you can watch... That's why I like Guardians of the Galaxy. Because, like, the first one. Because you can just watch it without knowing anything about the universe, right?
Yeah.
That's what makes Antman the Wasp... Well, a little bit less about Antman the Wasp, but, like, Spider-Man Homecoming, you can definitely watch it without knowing the rest of the...
I mean, you might want to know Iron Man.
A bit about Iron Man, but who doesn't know about Iron Man, right?
Yeah. So, anyway, I think Ant-Man the Wasp was a good film. It wasn't amazing. It wasn't terrible. It was just good. And I think I could go to that movie again and enjoy it for a second time, honestly. Okay, next up, this is going to be controversial. We were debating, man. We were saying which is better. I say it's a tie, but, I actually changed it because I don't want to make it a tie. Number 4 is Thor Ragnarok. It's good. I can't say anything else. It's hilarious.
I love the movie. I've seen it many times. I've showed many people it. It's a good movie.
Great.
It's like, you can watch it with your family. Like, other Marvel movies, you gotta explain a lot of stuff. But this, you can watch it with your family.
It's really fun, yeah.
It's not too serious, too, yeah. That's why I like it. It's just fun.
The only reason I put it behind the next film is because it strays away from its source material so far. You see, if Thor was like this from the beginning, great.
After I saw that movie, I know I'm, like, not, like, a kid, like...
I wanted a remake of the first 2.
No, I wanted to become Thor. Like, I wanted to punch skeletons with my fist and, like, have them burst into lightning. I'm not gonna
blame you. I think my favorite part of Infinity War was when he came into Wakanda and was just like, hey, guys!
I know, he was such a badass. I replayed a bunch of RPGs, and in every RPG, I was just a wizard, like, who had electrical powers, because I wanted to become Thor.
If I could change one thing about that scene in Infinity War when he comes down to, Wakanda, it's if they played the Immigrant Song.
I know. That was the best. And he had his hammer, too. He was like...
I know! It would have worked so good!
So good.
Such a miss.
Dude, he's the most badass. Like, before that, I thought Thor was gay. But not like... But, hey, I mean, we're not getting paid anyway, so I shouldn't say demonetized. But, like... He wasn't, like, the manly Thor. But now after this, I want to be Thor. He's the coolest dude.
We all do. Anyway, next up. And another good movie is it's kind of like a buddy movie. Him and Hulk. Here we go. Next up, I have Spider-Man Homecoming for the one reason of second best villain of this phase. The Vulture is so good. Michael Keaton's amazing.
Okay, you just like Michael Keaton, man.
Okay, you know what?
You know what? I only remember 2 scenes from him, and he's like, I just remember the scene where it's like really awkward, and he has his daughter.
I can't. I watch it at home. I watch this movie at home. Every time I see it, I laugh like out loud because that scene is so awkward.
I don't know, man. I experienced enough of that in my own life.
No, but the thing is, Spider-Man Homecoming is a great high school movie.
It is, I guess. Yeah, it is.
It's really good.
Yeah. I want Marvel to create, like, just make really good movies for every genre.
Well, they did, man. Like,
they're making a horror movie up next. Is Venom kind of like a horror?
Well, Venom isn't actually Marvel. It's gonna be Fox.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna be Sony. Sorry. Yeah, they said Doctor Strange 2 might be a little bit of a horror movie.
Yeah, that's gonna be fun.
I'm good with that. Yeah. They said the next villain could be Nightmare.
Yeah.
You don't know him.
Yeah.
He
man.
goes into your nightmares and conducts them like a little puppetry show.
Yeah, man.
Imagine a horror movie with Nightmare, with Doctor Strange. Yes! Support.
I mean, what does Doctor Strange always fight the darkness, man? What is this? Hello? Nanaimo Chrysler. Dude, I didn't... Are they calling for me? Am I getting a job, finally?
Okay, Dominic, run out of the room.
Okay, no, okay. Someone else is calling. Okay, just...
Okay, whatever. Yeah, Dominic might be getting a job. But this isn't doing so good.
Yeah, this isn't...
Give us more watch hours, please. Yeah, well, I mean, with Marvel movies, they've always had a subgenre.
Yeah.
It's
always been like action, right? But like I like how they
action and superhero, and then there's always been a subgenre.
Action, sci-fi, but it's always just been action and sci-fi until I think Guardians of the Galaxy when they were like comedy.
It was till Captain America 2 where they started making subgenres.
What was it?
Captain America 2 was an espionage movie.
Okay,
and
I
a
guess.
really good one.
Dude, but what about Red Skull?
That was Captain America 1. Captain America 1, I guess Captain America 1 you could consider a genre movie too, because it's kind of like a war thriller.
I guess so.
Bum, ba-da-bum, bum, bum.
No, but like comedy, man. You wouldn't expect a superhero.
Comedy came at Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
And then they started making super subgenres when they reached Thor Ragnarok, because that just became a super comedy. Spider-Man Homecoming became a high school movie. Civil War became kind of like another war movie. And yeah, they've been doing that for a little bit. So yeah. After Spider-Man Homecoming, and I just want to make this clear, between Antman and the Wasp and Thor Ragnarok and Spider-Man Homecoming, there's a big jump in between Antman and the Wasp and Thor Ragnarok and Spider-Man Homecoming. Thor Ragnarok and Spider-Man Homecoming are basically like right there, neck and neck.
Yeah.
How good they are. But there's a big difference in between those. Anyway, next up is one of the best Marvel movies to date is Civil War, which Dominic has never seen.
Dude, I'm pretty sure I've seen the scene where in the subtitles it was like both grunting.
I don't know if you watched the porno or...
It was. I heard it was a good movie, so I don't really get angry by you putting it on top of Thor Ragnarok.
It was really good because it broke the Avengers apart in an interesting and proper way, showing that Bucky Barnes, the Winter Soldier, killed Tony's parents.
Dude, I didn't even know that, man. Why did you spoil it for me?
Dominic, you know what? It's been out for 2 years. Okay, don't blame me. Okay. They did that, which was really good, and that was the big spark that started the fire of the final fight, not between the teams, but just between Iron Man, Captain America, and Bucky Barnes.
It was a gangbang.
I agree. I think Iron Man is stronger than Captain America and Bucky Barnes because he held them off, burned Bucky's arm off, and obliterated Captain America until he had to use his shield to kill him.
Yeah.
So, you know what, Captain America? Get out of here. Without your shield, you're nothing.
Yeah. Friggin', you're just a buff guy, man. That's your superpower.
In Infinity War for a second time.
Yeah.
Get out of here. You have to get 2. Get out.
He's just like a buff guy. That's his ability, man.
He's garbage. Okay, yeah, that is his ability, actually. Steroids.
Yeah. That's the American way. No, I think the American way is capitalism. Okay? And Iron Man represents it. I guess they're both the American way, because Captain America is more about hope, right?
Yeah.
And I guess they represent side by side. But I think capitalism is better, guys.
Captain America's a little bit more of a liberal, though, right?
Yeah. They represent side by side, you know.
Anyway, it's really good, and you know what? You want to hear a little something? What color is Captain America?
He's white.
He's blue. What color is Iron Man? What color is Iron Man?
Dude, in my eyes, they're all white.
Iron Man is red, Captain America is blue. What represents what section of politics?
White.
Red is what? Red is... God damn it! Red is Republican and blue is liberal.
Yeah.
Look.
Dude!
You see that, damn it? Coincidence? I think not.
Dude, but those are also the U.S. colors, so I mean...
Yeah, well, Captain America's red, white, and blue, but he's mainly blue.
Freaking
anyway,
liberal.
And,
freaking
really
Republican.
Nice. And, honestly, it was Avengers 2B.
2B?
Like, Avengers 2B.
Are you saying Avengers 2 should have been on this list?
I say Avengers 2, Avengers 2 with Ultron is Avengers 2A, and Captain America Civil War is Avengers 2B.
Maybe, but I think the Ultron situation, it's kind of separate. And Ultron was way worse, I heard.
Oh, it was a worse movie. But the thing is, I think Age of Ultron is another spark that lights a fire that is Phase 3. Because without Ultron, without Sokovia being destroyed, Civil War wouldn't have happened. And without Civil War, then Infinity War wouldn't be the same.
But that's just a sequel, man. You can't just call it a B.
No, but like the thing is, Civil War is Captain America 3.
Dude, you know, I'm getting let's just move on to Infinity War, okay, man?
Okay, so Infinity War, top movie, I don't need to explain it. Snapping, Thanos.
Dude, he is the purple man, purple grape man.
I don't need to explain it. Grimace from McDonald's came back.
Who?
Grimace. From McDonald's.
Oh, yeah.
You don't know Grimace? Search him up.
Dude, why can't you say my name, McDonald's? Like, I'm so desperate, I would accept a job from McDonald's.
Well, I mean, look, anyway, so whatever. So we're done about ranking them. Now we have...
No, but we need to talk about Thanos.
I don't need to talk about Thanos.
No,
you can have a whole episode dedicated to Thanos if you want, okay?
Okay, sure. That's the next episode,
have
guys.
Spoilers!
Oh! I haven't even watched this movie.
Here we go. Are you ready for the spoilers, Dominic?
Sure.
By the way, guys, this is the first time I'm telling you spoilers. So Goliath, the black guy, Bill Foster, that was in the trailers, and he said, my record, 21 feet. And then Ant-Man was like, mine, 65. You know that guy?
What does that even mean?
Anyway, so the black guy is actually the second bad guy.
Second bad
Big
guy.
twist.
Second bad guy in Ant-Man and the Wasp? There's two bad guys? Dude, I thought he was just a friendly neighborhood guy.
He was supposed to be, but he hates Hank Pym because of some science disagreement or something. Because he I don't know, he was stealing his tech and he wasn't. I think Hank Pym's just a dipshit. That's my justification.
Dude, but he's like a father to Tony, and I can't see Tony go.
Hank Pym hates Tony.
Dude, it's like a love-hate relationship, man.
He in the first one, he calls the Iron Man suit a kid technology.
Okay, now I don't like him anymore. I didn't remember that, dude, and I don't want to remember that because I thought they were friends.
This is the exact quote. He says, Antman is like, why don't we just call the Avengers? And then he's like, Scott, you're not listening to me. This suit, it's not some cute technology like the Iron Man suit. It's science. And then he's like, oh man, you mean like Breaking Bad? And then he's like, yeah, science. So yeah, that's what happened. Okay. Anyway, spoilers. Yeah, Bill Foster actually helps out Ghost when she was a little kid because her whole thing was okay, here, Doms, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I was just wondering what hole did it come from.
Okay, so let me tell you Ghost's backstory. Her backstory is that when she was younger, her dad was dabbling in quantum physics and the quantum realm.
What does dabbling mean? Like, do you just search it up a couple times? Because that means I dabble in many things.
You dabble in the art of magic.
Yeah, I did that a couple of years back.
He was experimenting with the quantum realm, and he was trying to make a portal to the quantum realm. But what happened is because he's an idiot, and because he didn't have the right technology that Hank Pym had, the whole thing exploded. And it killed her two parents. And what happened was she absorbed most of the quantum energy. I think that's what happened. And then she can go through things. It's actually not the suit that does that. She does that herself.
Oh, that's not like the original backstory at all.
No, not at all. But I feel it works. And the suit actually is just kind of helping her control it. And the whole plot, the actual plot is that the vision that I told you about was actually when Ant-Man was in the quantum realm in the first movie. He, like the Wasp, Janet Van Dyne, Hank Pym's wife, talked to him in the vision, and then he had a vision that he was her, and that he saw Hope, the current Wasp, when she was a kid, and they were playing together, but he was Janet Van Dyne, and then what happens is he realizes that they have to go to the quantum realm because Janet's still alive, and then they have to go save her.
Like Ghost?
No.
Wait.
Listen, so the whole thing is Ant-Man, Scott Lang, Hank Pym, and Hope Van Dyne. They all want to go get Janet Van Dyne back.
Dude, wait, what? Can you repeat that?
The whole thing, okay. So the vision that I was telling you about earlier, right?
Yeah.
Ant-Man gets a vision, and the vision is that he becomes Janet Van Dyne.
Dude, he becomes the Wasp?
The old Wasp, and that he sees Hope, the current Wasp, when she was a kid. And that he's playing with her because he's like her mom. But that's the vision. And then what happens is that he realizes that the Wasp, the old Wasp, is kind of taking control of him. Listen, just chill. It's kind of taking control of him. The thing is, how do you...
Wait, did they save her mom? What's going on here?
Listen, chill.
Whoa.
Man. Oh, and by the way, the mom, it's not Ghost's mom, it's Hope's mom.
I know. Do they save her mom or something?
Just listen, man. Okay, so, that's the vision. And then he calls up Hank, and he's like, yo, Hank, I know I'm under house arrest. I know I blew up some planes. I know I made illegal crap. But just listen to me. I was your wife. And then Hank's like, come over here, man.
Dude.
And then they roofie Scott Lang. They knock him out. And then they drive home. And then Hank's like, dude, when you called me, right? So okay, listen. So we opened a gateway to the quantum realm.
Dude.
And then you called me 5 minutes later saying you got the vision. And then he's like, I think that the quantum realm, when we opened the gateway, she got to pass her energy through the quantum realm to you because you had quantum energy because you went to the quantum realm. And then he's like, "Oh man, does this mean she's alive?"
This means God is real.
Listen, man, it's really bad. And then he's like, "Whoa, she's alive!" And then they try to get her, but then they need parts, and then they go get parts, but then the parts get stolen by Ghost because Ghost wants to go to the quantum realm, get Janet Van Dyne, and then absorb all of her energy because she's absorbing quantum energy for 30 years. Absorb all of her energy so she can live. So Ghost can live.
Wait, Ghost needs quantum energy to live?
Well, because Ghost goes through things, right?
Yeah.
She needs the quantum energy to actually touch things again.
Dude, why doesn't she just go through things and, like, pull pranks and stuff?
Okay, no, she was... whatever. And then what they do is they have a big fight and everything, and then they get Janet back.
Dude.
They get her back, and then they all fight, and then Janet's like, "Boy, Ghost, listen to me. I can give you the power." And then Ghost is like, "No way." And then it was just Janet, and she's like, "Let me touch your face." And then she just touched her face for like 20 seconds, and it was really awkward. And then Ghost was all like, "Oh!" And then what happened was she got to touch things again.
Wait, but then Janet is dead.
No, Janet's back because she didn't use all of her quantum energy.
Whoa, is she a ghost now?
Who?
Janet.
No, Janet's fine. Ghost is good though. And then what happens is they're all fine, and Antman goes back home after 3 days, and he's like, "Hey guys, give me my god, let me get out of house arrest." And then he gets out of house arrest, and then happily ever after.
Dude, that's pretty... Wait, so Janet doesn't die and Ghost becomes normal?
Listen, Janet doesn't die, she comes back. Ghost forever needs quantum energy to live. But the thing is, you can't get quantum energy that easily. And so in the post-credit scene, here we go. This is Avengers 4 spoiler stuff.
Dude, that's pretty scary.
This is Avengers 4 spoiler stuff. You want to hear it?
Yes.
So, Ant-Man is like, "Guys, we gotta go to the quantum realm." And then they're like, "Yo, okay, well, you can go to the quantum realm. Hey guys, we're back. Okay, guys, don't worry about it. So, I gotta tell you, Doms, what happened in the post-credit scene.
Yeah, what happened in the post-credit scene?
Okay, so what happens is Ant-Man, to get the quantum energy, he has to go to the quantum realm. So he shrinks down super small, goes subatomic, goes to the quantum realm, takes this box that Hank Pym and Janet Van Dyne made, and then he opens it up, and it absorbs all the quantum energy. And then he closes it, and then he calls Hank, Janet, and Hope and says, "Hey guys, boost me back up, I gotta get out of here." And then he gets no response. And he's like, "Guys, this isn't funny." And then he still gets no response. He's like, "Guys, well, I'm not playing around, you guys gotta, and then nothing, no response. And then we flash to what's actually up there, and we see all of them turning into dust.
Dude, that's like from the How It Should Have Ended video.
No, man, they were all victims of the snap.
Dude, that's just like the How It Should Have Ended thing.
No. Now listen. They also... Okay. So when that happened, before he went into the quantum realm, Janet Van Dyne had said, "Don't go into any, time vortexes."
Dude, what are those?
Well, it's never said, but what I think is it'll either make you go in the future or go into the past. Personally, I think you'll go into the future, and this will happen. You'll go into the future. Ant-Man will go into the future through the quantum realm, and then he'll get out, and then in Avengers 4, it'll be a 10-year time jump.
Dude, but then their
Infinity War
bodies
to...
will, like, rot, man.
Pardon?
Then their bodies will, like, decompose. How are we gonna bring them back?
Who will decompose?
The soups.
What do you mean the soups?
The superheroes.
You mean the ones that were like the dust ones?
Yeah, they would decompose by now.
Listen, then Ant-Man will tell Tony. Ant-Man will tell Tony about the quantum realm and time vortexes. And then Tony will be like, dude, you think we can use time vortexes to go back in time? And he's
Dude,
and
I
then
thought Tony was dead.
No! Tony's alive. And then he's like, yo, Tony, you think... And then he's like, okay, we'll try it. And then they use it, and they go back in time. Through the time vortex, they'll go back in time, and then they'll start collecting each of the Infinity Stones.
Dude, that's just like our theory, but...
Exactly, it came true!
But then I don't want to see Infinity War 4 if I know that's gonna happen, you know?
But it's a good theory, and it's gonna happen, because we're right.
Wait,
we got the big scoop.
Is this an original theory?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're getting it from us, guys. Original theory. If this comes true, we should get money.
Give us the money, guys.
I need money. Like, come on, guys.